following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Hello and welcome everybody to the first game of our quadruple header of the MRE Uno March Madness Sweet 16. I'll be your host for today's first game, G-Man, and we have quite the card today. 4 matches. We'll wrap up the Sweet 16. We'll set our Elite 8 for next week, but yeah, very long day ahead of us. We're going to start early with 1 p.m. match coming up next. It's going to be number 1 seed of the Rainbow Road region, KT, looking to keep his hopes alive. We did see Diego Yepes go down yesterday in a 5-2 loss to Jesse Turner. So with that, I believe KT is actually the last 1 seed standing. So going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. And it's going to be against DJ Kurtis, who had a great performance in the round of 32 last round and is looking to make a big upset here to keep his hopes alive and to start off his great season. And then we got quite a bit of a break here. After this game, I will actually be heading out, so I will not be here for the rest of the games. Casey will be taking streams for the rest of the 3 tonight, but at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got number 13 seed Avian, who's been catching a lot of people's eyes as a possible favorite going into the Sweet 16 against essentially the Cinderella Austin LaPlante, who's looking to make magic and have the slipper fit for the 3rd time and make the Elite 8 as the 16th seed. Then later on, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got the Golden Road region where we're going to wrap things up over there, and it's going to be the battle of 2 rookies, Nam versus Chomik, 9-13. Both these players have a lot of eyes on them, and a lot of people are circling this matchup as one of the best of the round, so we'll see how that turns out, but that's going to be a good one to check out. And then finally, to wrap things up, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to go back to the Rainbow Road region, and we're going to find out who will face the winner of this upcoming matchup in KT Kurtis, and that will be Carson versus Brad H. Carson has been on a roll and has won the sophomore class, so congratulations to him. He's looking to make it further and have a great start to his season. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Brad, 15 seed, has historically had a reputation so far of his opponents getting sick, so we'll monitor Carson's health status throughout the night here to see if he's going to be good to go, but overall, it's going to be an interesting matchup to watch out for, and a lot of storylines going into that. So we're going to take a look at the bracket pods here. As I said before, Rainbow Road region, we have KT Kurtis coming up. Winner of that's going to face the winner of Brad Carson, which will be happening later tonight. That'll be the last matchup of this round and last matchup of the day. So a lot of places to look throughout the bracket throughout the day. It's going to be a packed one, but with that, let's get this day started. We're going to go over to the D1 stream here. It's not a big crowd today, but that is expected. We kind of are in school hours and work hours right now. It is Friday at 1 p.m., so expect a bigger crowd when we get to the later matchups tonight. It'll be prime time, so be ready to see that. But I have a co-commentator here, Lamas. Kind of going to be putting in the work here today because we don't have a lot of people on board right now. But it's going to be a fun one. When it comes to this matchup, what do you think is going to happen, and how do you think things are going to play out?
Classic game. I think it could go either way. We saw DJ do what he did last game and was able to pull it out. I don't know. I guess we'll see. These guys have a lot of respect for each other, and I think we'll just have a good, classic, hopefully fair game of Uno.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely been some discussions going into this game. KT always marked as one of the favorites going into the tournament, still keeping hopes alive, looking to make a run to the Final Four, and to, prove that he's the real deal, even after this disappointing Final Four exit in the Super League last season. And Curtis is really looking to have a true upset here. So far in the league, I don't believe he's had like a major upset. He's been playing mostly to his seed, which is solid, but I think he's looking for that next big step, and today could be that day where he does do that. We could go down to the players if we'd like. KT, expectations going into this matchup, and what are you hoping to see out of this?
Well, obviously, DJ Kurtis is a real good friend. We've known each other for 6 years. I expect nothing but respect on the table. And we saw it with Acosta. So the games of playing around on Friday night or Friday afternoon 2 weeks ago are over. I look at DJ, I see multiple looks, right? You look at him in the clutch time, the last couple series. He took Sandfer to 7 when he was down 3-0. Obviously, that incredible series with Brock that everyone was talking about the Game 6. I study tape, but I don't want to study too much tape because now, G, look at this. I'm the last guy left. Right, as far as the 1 seeds, I'm the last guy left. So the tape, you can only study so much tape. Now you got to start thinking. You're getting later in time. It's best of 9, 2 power play. Instincts take over. I expect this to be a game of instinct, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens when we get to his home stand because I have some things I've studied when he's at home, and I'm sure DJ will say the same thing. But we've known each other for a long time. We just finished up some Q runs. This is gonna be a good one. This is like an old school NR match too. So we both know that game, and we both have a lot of respect. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll give it to DJ here for sure what he's got to say.
Yeah, I mean, I never really think too hard when I play this game. I mean, I obviously do think, like, with the match against Brock, I had to do a little bit of pondering, but more or less, the big thing, I've always said this, I'll say it again, just here to have a good time. I've known KT for a good bit, as he said, 6 years, so hot minute, but, like I said, as long as it's maybe close, and if it's not, well, it is what it is, though, I'm just here to have a good time, just have fun, and, freaking play Uno, man.
Fair enough. I think I did say this before on the Wildcard podcast, but when it comes to this matchup, it's KT who's a fierce competitor, always looking to give it his best, and then we got DJ who's someone who's here for the vibes. But I have said it before, if you're in that right, you have that right momentum, you have that right flow, you could be on a roll and you could go super far. So I'm not gonna ask how to get in the flow because I think that'd be revealing some of your potential strategy. Of course, with going with the flow, maybe there's not always a ton of strategy. It's just feeling it out. But how do you think you I guess how do you try to prepare for this game? As it's gonna be best of 9, 2 power plays, so a little different from the prior round. And in essence, I think some people saw you kind of as the underdog in a way last round. A lot of people picked Brock to win. You proved a lot of people wrong. So how do you think? What do you think you need to do to try to do a repeat of that and make the Elite Eight for, I believe, the first time? I could be wrong. Maybe it's the second time, but
Yeah, I mean, I would say, I just kind of keep the playstyle pretty consistent, though. At least that's how I view it. You just kind of deal with what the cards you have, and you just adapt to the situation, and then do a little bit of pre-planning, right? And if it don't go to plan, you sometimes have to do some revisioning for a reason. That's the beauty of Uno. So I don't really think about like the underdog, whether who's the underdog or the over/under, right? I just kind of just play the game as is.
Oh, gee, that mic is crazy, man.
I got it. All right, Mr. KT. How many cards?
11 special, baby. The Kevin 11. Let's do it.
Oh, Kevin 11.
All right. Was Lamas getting the call here?
Am I?
I think
I
so.
like Robot G. I like Robot G.
Okay.
God, I'm gonna actually have to talk.
I guess I'll do a self call. Here we go. KT about to join up. We both join up. We'll go for the Uno start game 1. I guess I'll kind of do both for a little bit. And it's a green 9 to start. Okay.
Green 9. Nice catches.
Oh man. Okay. It's gonna be one of those days. All good. Oh god. Yeah. It's little ear there. Little ear check.
There you go. Gotta knock rust off.
Yeah. It's not even.
Knock the
Gee,
rust off.
just the mic. Just the mic. You're good, G.
think it's like the original first stream where we all were just talking shit.
It really was.
We became organized, right?
Yeah, the good old days of organization, am I right? Alright.
Okay, finally. That one was way longer than usually it is. But anyways, started the game out. Thank you, Llamas, for the game one call here. Into yellow right now. Just checking.
It's still happening, man.
It's still. Hang on. I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
it
change.
was a little less, but then it went up again.
I'm just gonna change the input.
That'd be good, G.
Lick the cable. Lick the cable.
Yeah, lick the cable. That's a good one.
Alright, so we're just going to take a bit of a dip in voice quality at this point because this is getting annoying. But yeah, it's just going to be a bit of a dip in voice quality. I don't think it's updating on the Discord side, but I just changed it on the stream side. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's still.
Yeah, it's. I got mute.
Yeah. Hi.
Short can start talking.
Oh, can I start talking? I can.
Start talking. Go ahead.
Oh, well, let me look at the channel. I'm on my phone. Hold on.
Oh.
Okay, here. Okay. DJ starting a run. I hope the stream can hear this. And a ditto play on the double as you have triple. KT checks the table. DJ 2 away. Oh, and that's it. He's dropping the +4 green.
Oh.
And he drops, and that's 1-0 to DJ.
All right.
Yeah, nothing there. All I had was the blue and red skip, and that was it.
What was the start? Because I jumped in late.
It was an
was 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah, I got sometimes, like I said, you gotta have a pretty good draw. I feel Uno's kind of a lot of good draws, but like you gotta strategize like how you use your cards. But I feel like I said, I think the luck factor really is applicable in a lot of these games, though. But not discrediting strategy, though. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, in the quicker games like this, it's definitely more luck based. Like we've noticed around this tournament, around past the 10-minute mark, you see more skill take over. But when you get runs like that off the draw, there's really nothing much the other side can do, and it's way too early to utilize a power play to shut it down for KT. So DJ up 1-0.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna use power for sure. Too early for that. Way too early.
Yeah.
Long series.
I knew you wouldn't.
One of those games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing else to say.
What was that, G?
Okay, so I should be good to go. I'm just biting the bullet that I'm gonna have my mic quality be slightly worse, but no more of that static nonsense. This time it just wouldn't go away. At this point, it's like I don't think I can use this mic until I get it fixed. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 1-0, Curtis. I think you mostly covered the questions there, so thank you, not short. I think
Not much to really say about that one.
Yeah,
Nothing to say.
pretty much. I think we're ready to start the game. Go on to game two. KT, I can take the call this time. KT, how many cards? You still got free range since you haven't won a game yet.
Yeah, double OG. We'll go 14.
All right, sounds good. So KT's gonna join up. Curtis with the early 1-0 lead. KT's going to be looking to get one back here to split the homestand, and we are going to get things going. Game two.
we go. Anyways, KC's really cool with the blue 9, and then Kurtis is going to go with blue 3, so we have a lot of number efficiency with the 3 multiples, but KT's going to switch to yellow 3 early. And Kurtis draws on yellow. That's interesting. With 13 cards to draw on yellow, I'm a little surprised by that. Gets a quick switch to red.
Even in the high start, luck can still bite you in the butt.
Definitely,
also,
but
sometimes you just may only have one of the card, and it's not worth the risk.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe leaving a door open that it's not worth it in series like this at all.
And switch to the wild yellow here. Early switch.
Good move. Good move.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to force Kurtis to draw early. Unless Kurtis was holding off for some reason, but that would be an interesting play, to say the least. Now he draws
run
again.
Together. Nope.
Gets yellow
Yeah.
9. Kurtis gets yellow 5 here. Is a bit behind the start out. But KT's looking to maybe, yeah, he's going to look for a switch here with the +4. He's kind of just throwing the gauntlet down on Kurtis here. He's going to be up to 17 cards now. Should have a play here, but KT is furthering the gap.
DJ needs to find an answer, and look at that. There's some answer. Trying to make up some ground.
Is there going to be another one there to make it a +6? There will be, so draw 6 there for Kurtis, or not Kurtis, for KT.
Lo and behold, it's the yellow.
Could there
That
be
might have
another
been
one?
he was sitting on. Could have been sitting on that yellow while he was drawing, potentially. But also could have gotten from that +4.
I mean, possibly. He's just going to close out
And
the
a
yellow
triple.
5.
3-bagger.
KT's going to switch to the blue right away. I'd expect Kurtis to have a play here, and he does. Blue 6. Keeps it cool, but has closed the gap with that +6 draw. As KT's going to go on a bit of a run here. Goes with the reversals. Taking a bit, but yeah, red 3. Alright. KT down to 9, Kurtis down to 13. We're kind of back in the same spot we were before. And we're just going to run red here. Alright. And I think we got the ditto play. Get your dittos out.
Comes KT again on the skip run now.
It does not have the green 1. Might have the green 0 though, and he does.
Right next to each other. All happens.
Yep, little Clint play, as KT likes to say.
0 sugar.
Yep.
Now to the 9, and another run starting
another
out.
+2. Might be another.
Oh man.
Could be. Oh man, this is. I think this is a run to the end. That's
KT's
crazy.
finding all the ammo.
That is some insane ammo for 14 cards.
That is
Wow.
a
Polar
classic
opposite
KT
game.
hand.
Polar opposite games.
But
Yeah, I had nothing on
wild
that.
to end
Hit
it.
the ammo that time.
I had nothing on that
Oh,
actually,
man.
so
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
polar opposite. KT had it all, and Kurtis didn't have anything. Complete
No,
opposite
well-
from what game 1.
No, I bluffed him because I used that +4. I had really all I had was the +4, so I figure maybe he'd give me 6 cards, and it just fell right in my lap because once he gave me that 6, he gave me everything. I had nothing. It kind of reminds me of the Acosta game. I had the +4 and the wild, but I'm like, you know what? That's not enough ammo with Kurtis after he did to me to game 1, so I figured maybe he gives me 6 cards and that would be it. So I gambled. It worked, but you can't always do that. It just worked that time. Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
it's the name of the
definitely.
game, man.
That is it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but KT's
See, a
gonna.
little desperation move feels like dropping that 6. Like, Kurtis, you said you didn't have anything. Were you just trying to find any way to close the gap possible in that game?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what but just not much luck there in the draws. So just how it is.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, really, that's just how it goes sometimes. Some of these, even on these 14 card starts, sometimes, especially, it's like you don't quite get the best hand, and then you're already thrown at disadvantage here. Cat did throw that +6 down, and then KT got a lot of ammo off that, so I think that might have been what ultimately bit the bullet. But yeah, great draw from KT here, and he does make it a 1-1 even game. So you need to update the scoreboard. But that's going to be 1-1 KT. So with that, position arrow is going to change. Kurtis is going to have the game 3 call. He's going to have home field for the next 2 games. And we're going to give the game 3 call to Not Short. So.
All right, so what do we have off the table? It was
Just
11, right?
11.
Yeah, so anything but 11, Kurtis. What do you want?
Let's go with 9.
All right. I can't change it.
That is unfortunate.
I know. Someday.
Mayhaps. But we're going to get things started, and Kurtis is going to put us underway. So there we go. We're going to start with the green 9.
Once again on that green.
For sure. And he draws already.
And Kurtis doesn't have it again. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, these some of these starts have not been too kind to Kurtis so far, but
Definitely not.
yeah, either got a green off the draw or looking for an early switch here. Gets a green off the draw.
9, 8, 7. Oh man.
might be probably looking for a switch, and he does get it.
And there's across the blue.
And KT's just
Zero
gonna run it
sugar.
though.
Blueberry.
So far, this has played well into KT's hand, but we'll have to see how it goes later as he gets closer to Uno.
Goes back to the 7.
And blue 5. Yeah, KT's just kind of running it so far, not really doing anything too
Playing
crazy.
it cool. Playing it cool.
Yep.
Oh, and across to yellow.
Switch to yellow.
And the wild.
And KT's still gonna run it.
With the 0 sugar.
Means he would have had that 0 switch, and he runs out.
Can Kurtis keep going? Or is he out too? Nope, he'll keep going with it.
I would think Kurtis could keep going.
I hope so.
Yellow 6, yellow 7. Yeah, Kurtis is just gonna run it. And KT's gonna get the switch there. Blue 7. Might not be great for Kurtis, and it is not. Blue 7 is gonna force a draw. And KT's gonna draw as well, so we might have a draw city here as the bot lags. There we go.
We love bot lag here.
Yes, we do. But yeah, draw city
My
coming
favorite.
out. It's gonna be interesting to see. This is our first draw city of the match, so gonna be curious. What do you think both players are gonna be looking for here specifically, if we're excluding the obvious ammo? But are we maybe looking for connectors, or are we maybe looking for some, even possibly maybe some blues to go back on later on? But what do you think you were looking here?
Potentially. I mean, I think they'll both be content with drawing. They can build up what they got in their hand and see if they can make something out of it. And as long as they're both drawing, I don't see any reason why you need to act on something unless you have something really big that can put you ahead without hurting you too much in the end. And there's the across the red.
I was just about to say, I think we're waiting for our first red because it hasn't been played yet. There it is.
And Pandora's box is open, folks.
Yeah, and then we're gonna run it here. Kurtis goes to red 8, and I think we are. Oh no, KT says no. He wants to switch it right away. It goes to yellow.
Now they're rolling again.
Kurtis did like yellow before, and there's the ditto. Actually, in chat. KT goes 1 up with the yellow 9. How does Kurtis respond? Remember, Kurtis did switch the wild yellow here, so he does like this color. Goes to the yellow 1. A lot of cool plays so far. Not a lot of special cards.
No firepower
And
yet. But
Kurtis runs out.
it's certainly possible a run could be coming. You can sense it.
KT's
But
gonna get the
instead it'll
switch
just be a
here.
quick cross. Quick cross. Does Kurtis have any green?
I think
Does.
so. Yeah, he does. Green 9, green 8. There we go.
Fake ditto play.
The Clint ditto.
9, 8, 7.
Did we get 6? No, we get a draw.
Oh!
KT runs out on green. And what does Kurtis do? He's gonna
Comes
play
a
reverse for one of the first run of the game, and it's gonna be a double green reverse into a green skip.
King table, he's down to 3 with that skip. This could be it.
Swap
Goes
to a
for
different
2.
color?
I mean,
Still too early for a power play. I don't see. Oh, whoa! Okay.
draws on the green skip here. Interesting call. KT is just going to draw as well, so we hit 5 minutes, I believe, for the first time this series.
Don't
There
like
goes the
that
3, 4
draw,
there goes
but
the 3, 4, 5 in games.
he got away with it regardless.
It's
Oh,
the
nope,
red
never
skip.
mind. He didn't.
I actually think that's what
Just a
Kurtis was
quick
looking
double
for
then.
here, though. That's the thing. So I don't think Kurtis is too upset with this.
Probably not.
Yeah, the run's
Could have been a
red.
lot
Finally-
worse if he had left more. If KT had anything.
We've only
No.
seen like 2 cards of red, so
Oh, there's
plus
the
4. This might be a run to
Oh.
the end. No, it is not.
A quick triple. 3-bagger for KT back to the yellow. Kurtis looking to respond.
And responds with his own plus 4.
Ooh.
Gonna kind of negate that, but he's gonna just double up here. Green 4.
Keep it cool.
Six six
We're
here,
tied.
so back to even. KC technically has the possession lead, so gonna switch the blue. Might foil the plan a bit, but
only seen 5 reds.
oh,
in this
gets
game so far.
KT gets slapped for it. Gets
Yeah, there we go.
punched in the
There's
face.
baby.
Also, that's a plus 6, and he's gonna end up with 0.
0 sugar.
That's 6
Finally,
new
some red
cards. 6 new cards in
Finally.
KT's deck. And he's gonna
Just
start
getting
off with a red
46 of
skip.
them, he's gonna immediately respond, throwing a skip.
Just doubles up. And Kurtis runs out of red. KT might want to keep run red here unless he doesn't have a lot, but plays the E3. Rest in peace.
That's a color.
And Kurtis gets the switch, and KT does not like that. Draws there.
Good move.
Can Kurtis run this green, though? He can. Green 0.
Back to the 0 sugar, and KT continues to draw.
I've always said that 0 is the hardest to switch on, so I do like to play there if he wants to keep running green.
You got half
well,
as many, and
that's check.
Ooh.
That is check.
KT
know
needs a while to respond.
We know there's the KT Classics, but he's going to go with the
That's
plus 2
also
here.
another one. Ooh.
Good work. Good
Ice.
work.
Ice.
Can he close it, or was that just a desperation swap? Yes, he.
Whoa,
well,
wait a minute.
he could. Can he finish the run though? No, he
He
can't.
will.
No, it's
Quick
over.
bagger.
It's over. No, wait. No, it isn't. I'm stupid.
No, it isn't. He dropped to plus 2.
Yeah,
It's not over
no,
yet.
I immediately retracted the words as soon as they came out of my mouth. Like, oh wait, no.
Wait a minute. Oh.
Okay.
Maybe
I actually like this. He does have a bit of a gap. Doesn't want to fully reveal what he's got. So I do like this. Unless he was trying to do something else, but blue skip. Yeah, just doubles up, and now the
Quick
gap's
double
I
up.
think even. KT might have the slight lead also, but keeps drawing. KT just keeps running blue. Curtis gets
Back
to switch
to
the green.
green.
So.
KT hasn't liked the green. Does he ever have something here?
And we'll see. He did have a few extra cards, but switches to the red too,
Oh.
so might still
That'll
not
work
like the
too.
green. Could run red though.
Here comes a run.
Reverse, just doubles.
Quick that.
It's getting close to hitting 10 minutes here. It's gonna be Uno for KT.
KT in check. On the monkey play. Monkey combo. Kurtis needs to respond. Does he dare KT to finish the game, or does he shut him
Wild
down? And yep, he
green.
goes back to the green.
That's good play
Great
there.
move.
I see.
And it's
And now
2-2.
they're
Was that an ice or
that might be it.
that it? Well, he's got to space it first.
KT probably loading a call out.
Oh my God, he didn't. He
It didn't even
do
work.
it.
It's so stupid. Wow. Because I thought it. Because I did it. Okay, never mind.
You gotta put the and, but
Explained it then. Damn.
Kurtis gets bit on the call out here. That could have been game right there, and we've seen how call outs have completely shifted series, so could be costly. But yeah, green 6 there.
Continue. It
And
could have
KT
been
draws.
his winner, honestly. Great awareness
Yeah,
for
draw
KT.
there.
He knew as soon as that command wasn't run, he was ready for that, and that gave him some more time to try and make a end around to come back.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped the green one after a little draw city action. KT continues to not have an answer, but Kurtis drops into red. KT might have an answer finally. Nope, he'll go for the yellow.
Yeah, KT liking these late switches here, but that's gonna force Kurtis to draw again. KT run the yellow though. He can.
KT's close, but it crossed to blue. And
KT
he
runs
has
it.
an answer for it.
Yeah, and Kurtis draws. I mean, yeah, I feel like he's gonna be biting himself on the, kicking himself over that that call out there. That could have been might have cost him the game. But yeah, a lot of light switches for KT. He's gonna go to yellow. That might be another draw from Kurtis unless he got something.
I think this is like the third time we've been one card away from a rainbow play this game.
That is true. 3-3 gets our first. Oh, I think one of our first table checks. Actually, no, I don't think so. I think I'm lying on that.
We checked a couple times when we were close to a finish.
Yeah.
Luckily
Plus
for Kurtis,
4. This might be just the Uno, but it could be end of the game. Might be typing slow to make sure he gets the call correctly.
Big bailout if he wins this.
I mean, for sure.
Be good for him. He made some good plays to keep KT off playing to take advantage.
Oh,
And he does drop mid.
he messed it up again, but it doesn't get called out this time.
And exclamation point works.
Yeah, that's so. Is
future
that game?
reference. Does he have it?
That is it. Oh, he saves the wild.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
good play.
I knew I keep messing up that. Is it like an and like a ampersand and an exclamation point? or is it like-
Ampersand exclamation is
Okay.
usually how I do it.
I figured like because if I'm doing that, because I thought I did it right when I did the Uno the first time, so that's why. Okay, that's good.
Because sometimes if you like, I know it's like a wild if you and like it won't like say the Uno you do it how like you pick your color in a separate message. Sometimes the call will come after that, so it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's why I was a bit confused when it didn't occur the first time when I did it the first time. So I was like, that's on me, but yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I gotta say though, DJ, great work on great adversity play, honestly. Like, I think if you had lost that, you'd be kicking yourself about that call out, but you were able to make the right moves to keep KT down, and you made the right moves to win it. I don't know if I have much to ask you, but I just would compliment the play.
You just gotta again deal with the punches, right? And mistakes you make and self-inflicted. And
don't let yourself get caught up in the mistake. Yeah, and I think you did great work at that.
Yeah, we're gonna flip this to KT. I mean, at times it felt like you were getting close, but couldn't quite close it out. Had like either a +4 thrown at you or just a color you didn't quite like. You did get the call out there the first time. Second time, you maybe could have got it. Kurtis was quick with it, but might have seemed like you may not have had it at the ready. Yeah, we saw this happen in your first homestand. Obviously, you're looking to just split the homestand again, make it 2-2 here. Do you think you have any of a download really on Kurtis on what you got to do to close this series out, or are you still trying to find that opening there to just break through and prosper through it?
No, game was over. I mean, I had the game won. The moment he did the +4, I knew, damn, it's over because I had a triple yellow +2 into a skip reverse, so the game would have ended. You got to gamble. You can't use power play game 3. It's too early, way too early. You got a long way to go. If this was best of 7, I probably would have did it. But because it's best of 9, you got a long way to go. It's 2-1. Not
you
a
got
big
2
deal.
of them too.
The good news, 2 of them. He used his 9. You can't go back to 9, so we're okay. We're okay. You know, and at the end of the day, the call out, even if I call him out, what's the point? There's no point. I had 5 blues after that. When he gave me the +5 blues, I mean, what am I going to do? I can't do anything. Of course, I want the yellow finish, but when he gives me 3 out of the 4 blues and then another blue, it was inevitable. So I'll do one once in a while. I don't like doing Uno call out all the time because, you know, you kind of get the message. But we still got a long way to go. There's another 6 more in the bag potentially. So we still got a long way to go for sure.
Absolutely. On that note, I think we're ready to take it to game 4 here. Kurtis, I believe it's 11 and 9. You can, or actually, yeah, you picked. I think you picked.
Yeah, 11
right?
and 9.
Yeah, 11 and 9. 11 and 9 you can't do.
9,
So,
10, 9.
how many cards are going for?
I'll go 12.
On 12. We're liking those, liking that mid-high range here, so might see a lot more of that as we go on. I'm not sure if we're going to see any low card starts, but
They definitely want to lean on their skill, rolling with the punches rather than just luck-based if you're going for a 7.
But if we're talking about luck-based, Kurtis gets a potentially good starting draw here, but with 12 card start, it is interesting. Decides not to go for it, just plays a green 3. So I need to start the timer. There we go.
They know good ammo control. You don't want to throw too much at him earlier. He'll come right back at you.
KT with another early switch here, and there's our first ditto of the game. Someone will probably react.
Square it up. Squares it up with the 9.
Doing a little
and another ditto play.
Little algebra here. And that's 2 dittos. Yeah.
Ditto square up ditto.
Do we get ditto cubed maybe? Not quite. We have the green 2 though.
Green.
We are going back to green though. And no, KT says we are going to red. Does Kurtis run it, or does he have something else to say?
Once again, we're 1 card from a rainbow play.
Just give it to us already.
Dang it!
And we are denied. These players do not like the rainbow. But
you don't like the Skittle gift? Come on, man.
They don't. KT's more of a Reese's guy.
I know he likes dropping Skittles gift, though.
Yeah, we're running red here. Kurtis goes to the red 3, and KT has ran out of red here. So we'll see how that goes. 6 to 8. Kurtis looking to get a play here to get a bit of a gap. Just depends on what he has. It is taking a bit.
He's loading up.
He loads up a draw here, so
Keeping the fans in suspense once again.
so we might have a draw city here.
They're driving that into the city limits.
Kurtis with the long type again. And it's going to be another draw. So, yeah, we are in draw city. It's interesting because KT wanted to switch the red. Kind of both ran out early, and now we're kind of forced into a draw here. Gets a skip here, but does have anything to get out of red? He does. He's going to green. Kurtis is liking these greens. Might be a little Clint action here, which could be good, could be bad. Yeah, we're gonna run the green. Kurtis with a bit of a lead. But yeah, now he switches to yellow. This is interesting. I'm curious what Kurtis has in his hand because he's doing a lot of switches here, not really sticking with a color. KT says no. He wants to test him. Go back to green. Does he pass the test? It's a long type.
Good chances to know. He was long typing Uno draw, so.
And he says no. He wants blue. So kind of vaguely passes a test. Not really, but still keeps playing.
Wild response.
KT's just gonna let it by. Gonna go with the blue 4 here. 3 to 7. Kurtis definitely gonna get a play here to 2. He does. Blue 8. Gotta wonder though if he has blue to the end or if he has possibly a connection to a different color, or maybe even like a +4 or something. It's kind of an interesting situation when you get down to this card start, especially when it's for the first time. You kind of don't really know. I don't think that's a wild.
Wait, KT.
Uh-oh.
KT's locked in.
That might have been a mistake.
Just say green.
It's tweaking.
Just say green. Just say green.
Say green.
Just say
say
green.
the word green.
Okay, he doesn't have it.
The word green.
No, he doesn't have it.
I'm so confused.
Oh my god. And he just played a wild, and the game just said the game just like, you want to play this wild in this color? Yes. You don't have that wild.
Okay, yeah. I don't even know what just happened.
It's a spy.
Everything is fine.
Eli joins the call. Welcome.
What's up, Eli?
Kurtis with the long type again, looking for Uno. I think KT might have a call already. He might think this is Uno. It is a draw. So up to 3 again. There's the blue skip. the card he was trying to play before. But yeah, and then it's a 3-bagger to go to blue 8 here. And Kurtis gets to switch to red 8, so he's back to 2 again. So I actually think with that whole ordeal, we realized KT does not have a wild unless he got that the draw. He does have a +4 though.
Oh, no, he does.
No, he didn't have a regular wild. No, he didn't have a
wild +4.
He didn't have a
that was what I was trying to.
Okay.
I was trying to play that. I was just tweaking. I was like, "What the heck?"
I love how Uno play S means the game thinks wild.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. Dude, I was saying he didn't have a regular wild, but didn't count out the +4. But Kurtis drew on blue, so got no draws on blue here, but gets to switch to green.
That's all right. one of those weird situations.
And Kurtis says he wants to go red, and that actually forces KT to draw here, so good switch.
One
Does Kurtis
skip,
run red or does he
one
draw?
card from a rainbow again. That's like 6 times now.
KT keeps drawing on these reds here, so if Kurtis has a run to the end with a red here, he might be walking the minefield. So, trying to make sure he walks carefully with these numbers. Kind of like a little game of Minesweeper, but might not need to do so. Has the +2 thrown down. Gets another +2 thrown down. It's 6 for KT. Is this a run to the end? 3 cards left. No, he draws.
Oh man!
Art is offline, so he can't see this. But that's
Watching the stream.
That is an interesting call that could. KT's not going to buy into it.
Closes the door.
And Kurtis plays a yellow 1 here. Might have got that off the draw, but interesting predicament here. KT draws. Does Kurtis have a switch to yellow, or was he baiting with that +2 draw? No, he was not. He does not have a switch to yellow. And we might have another draw city here, unless Kurtis gets another yellow off the draw. All right. Yellow 2. Again, probably off the draw. Gonna be curious what Kurtis does here. Does he have a 2 he might want to switch into, or does he want to draw again? As the timer, I don't know why the timer wasn't working there.
Drops a wild +4. And he's got a double.
Yeah.
And he's at 3. That's potentially a winner.
I'm just adding time there because the timer just stopped working for some reason.
He's got another +2. He's down to 2,
2,
down to 1.
Oh,
KT drops a power play.
Well, that's a call, and Kurtis forgets the
Call
call
out.
again.
Oh my goodness!
Power play
it
would have
came
got negated.
It came after the screen because it was Uno, so it wouldn't have counted. So I had to do the call out. That's crazy.
Yeah, I keep fucking damn it. Forgetting.
Kurtis making some costly mistakes here. Can't really be doing that at this point in the tournament. It's still Kurtis' turn.
Oh, my fault. My fault. I keep my power play though, right? Because the 1 set. Yeah.
No, you keep because he was at Uno.
He was well. He didn't make the call though.
It's not activated. It's not activated. I don't think it is.
No, it is not.
I think the call out was probably a better opportunity. It was a better move, and they're crossing on the 0 sugar.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Sound like the game's over, KT. It's not over yet.
Yeah, that hasn't been it, man. Luck hasn't been on the side, but we'll pull through.
Kurtis is just okay. There's the call there.
He's
the call there. He's been able to run blue.
He's back to check.
A lot of blue from that call out.
KT needs an answer. I feel like he might have it.
Well, there's the answer. It's a +4.
Keeps it blue. That's just to keep him away from being in check. Great move. I'll look to try and chain something together here.
Well, just some more the run on blue.
Good move. Keeps him away.
And Kurtis gets a +2.
Oh no!
I was assuming that's off the draw there. As we welcome Ruin to the call, that's going to be a double up. Draws. Kurtis is getting a lot of blues off these draws, but I might have jinxed it. He might be drawing here.
He closes the door. KT doesn't have anything here.
Plays a wild green. That's not necessarily check, but it is close.
Not quite check, no.
Plays it cool. Maybe it was check. That's a green skip.
That might be it. That looks to be it.
Wow.
That's it.
Kurtis is able to get away with the missed call out again here, and that's going to be 3-1.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky with my draws, so yeah. I just been trying to work on the not actually sealing the deal, so that's really on me.
The luck of the draw is really like like there's definitely these guys know how to roll with the punches, but the luck of the draw has been extremely good for Kurtis here. Getting out of two, he's been called out twice in this series and got away with a win in both games. Unreal.
I mean, I'm gonna give it over to KT. I mean, it feels like you were doing a lot of the stuff right you needed to do, but unfortunately, it just feels like it kind of backfired in some situations. I mean, you threw the +4, and it seems like it gave Kurtis a lot of ammo there. I mean, definitely in some cases, cards have not really been on your side, but down 3-1, both power plays still on the table on all sides. So, with what resources you got, I'm not gonna ask what the game plan is, but do you know what you got to do to get this not reverse sweep, this comeback here?
Yeah, of course I do. I've got confidence in myself. At the end of the day, that's another game where I could look back and see where it went wrong. I probably could say 4 or 5 minutes. You gotta throw the +4, keep it blue. That's the smart call, because if you open up Pandora's, it can get really bad. I could have maybe went to green, but even then, all I have, even all the +4s, all the junk he gave me, all I had was that 1 +4 and 1 reverse. So number control was the best way to do it. I couldn't get out of it. It happens. We'll keep moving. We're doing fine here. It's not like I'm down 4-0 here, so we got time. I think things can happen for sure.
That is true. Being down 4-0 is a really bad situation at this point, but 3-1 still got some life. Get next game one, and we have a game right back into this. Kurtis, you're up 3-1 against KT. You're looking for the big upset. You have made a few mistakes so far, but so far it has not cost you any games. I mean, you got both power plays left. In theory, you could just go power play into end, but obviously that's not always how you use it. Sometimes there's a bit of variation. And you're a player for the vibes as well, so it's definitely an interesting scenario for a player in your position to be in. Do you? I mean, obviously, I would think you have the confidence in yourself, because that's just kind of how the vibe play style goes with. But going into these last few games, being 2 games away from getting the upset and making it to the Elite Eight, how are you feeling right now?
I mean, I'm just playing the game, man. I don't think about the score too much, and then, I mean, that's just how I just play like I normally play, and just like, and then a little bit of thinking here and there. But again, it's just more of me just trying to actually get my crud together with actually freaking with the Unos. But that's it, because KT is doing great with the callouts, because that's what you're supposed to do. I would do the same if they didn't call out Unos. So I mean, yeah, just playing the game as is, just kind of dealing with the cards. I got nothing else to say, because I feel like I'm being a dead horse, but it's pretty much the truth.
No, that's fair enough. It's kind of the mentality where it's like the game's not over until the win count hits 5, so that's fair enough. But on that note, we're going to move on to Game 5 here. It's going to be KT's second homestand, looking to make a bit of a comeback here. I'll take the call for this one. KT, you can't do not 14. I
14.
think it's how many is it, Lamas? How many Lamas?
14.
14? Oh,
14,
it is 14. Okay, it is 14. Anyways, KT can't be 14. How many cards are we looking at?
Let's go the OG Sen, 13.
The OT set. Just goes 1 down. So KT looking to swing the momentum back into his side with this game here. Kurtis looking to make it 4-1 lead. But it'll be interesting to see how this goes, and we're going to get the game started here. And this will be game number 5. And starts with a blue skip here, so it could be a good start here for KT. Could get a bit of a run early to make a bit of gap. Decides not to, though, just plays the blue 4. How's Kurtis going to respond? We've seen Kurtis sometimes draw on these early starts, but this time he does not. Throws a +2. That throws another +2 down, gives KT a lot of ammo early. Interesting call here. It's going to give KT 18. And ends it with a blue 3 here. So imagine if Kurtis had that start there. That would have been a 10-card start off the draw for KT. But yeah, KT's going to have 18 in his hand, going to make it 17 with that blue 7. You're going to play it cool. Get our first ditto of the game with the double blue 7. And KT's going to go for a switch here. KT does have the board at his disposal here, depending on what he got, so might be playing around with it a bit. Might be seeing what works, what doesn't. Kurtis wants to go to the red 7 now. Doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't have green, but wanted to do that red first. Yeah, KT's just going to go with it, run to the red 4. And Kurtis with the yellow 4, doing a lot of light switching here. Interesting. Bit of a different start here to this game so far. We have seen the light switches before in this series, but not usually at the start of the game. Gonna be wondering what KT's gonna do here. Whether he switches to another color, if he runs yellow. He's gonna go with the yellow skip here. Could lead to another color, but it also could just be a double. Taking a bit. Gonna switch the blue. And usually with KT, he is able to close these. He is closing the gap here. So blue reverse could be another color switch here. Yes, there is. Going to red. I think actually going right back to red. So red 4. Actually, yeah, we were at red before. So KT's liking the red here. And Kurtis is fine with red as well. So KT has closed the gap a bit, but both players still running this red. KT going with the 1 down here with the red 8. Does Kurtis go down 1 down with the red 7? No, he's going to go to the switch with the green 8 here. And as I said before, might not have wanted the green at first, but now I think he's ready to go to the green here. So, and he's going to get slapped for that. Green +2 right there. Gets the double up there. So it's going to be 2 extra cards in Kurtis' hand. We'll see how he deals with that. But he's going to go with the 1 up in green 6. Now it's an even game here. Kurtis technically with the possession arrow, but anything could change here with a quick run. And anything could also change here with the draw here as Kurtis runs out on green. KT might be able to run this, he does. So KT's going to take the lead here. KT definitely wants to get this game win here, bring the things back into his momentum. And he goes back to the red 3. What's KT do here? He throws down a +2 here. Another slap in the face there. But yeah, Kurtis has got to be wondering what Kurtis has here. He's just gonna play cool with the red 0 sugar. And KT runs out of red here. Now Kurtis might be just trying to run this as long as he can, or maybe he might be running out. So red 0 is the hardest to switch off though. But if he does have that 0, it is an easy switch here. No, he's going to draw here, so we're going to have a bit of a draw city, possibly. No, we're going to have a green wild here. Not sure if that was off the draw. We know KT's a little bit tricky with these draws and when he plays some of his ammo, but decides he doesn't want draw city and just goes to the green here. Kurtis gets a green 0 off the draw. But, yeah. KT's just going to run green 8. Curious what Kurtis does here. He was kind of iffy on the green, and he's going to play the wild blue. And that forces KT to draw. KT cannot run blue. So that's interesting. Bit of a weakness here for KT late in this game. And Kurtis runs 3 here, and then Kurtis might be walking the minefield. And that's that might have been a bailout +4. That I actually, yeah, I think that was a bailout +4. But KT is gonna get it done. Sometimes that's just what you need. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was off the draw. I don't see how anything else would have been. But good stuff, KT. Do get the bailout for the win there. Bring it back 3-2. Definitely a better situation to be in than 4-1. Definitely, you're looking to get the sweep on this homestand here to make it 3-3, make it essentially a best of 3 here. And we've seen in UUL how even those best of 3s, you've been seeming to do very well there. So, yeah, I mean, maybe there was a possible adjustment there from the first few games, or maybe it's just the bot being a little kinder?
No, it's just DJ giving me the +6 off the bat. I mean, I think that's what he did. I had to get a water.
Yeah, it was a +6 off the bat.
Yeah, because that gave me, I had all numbers to start the game, and then he gives me all this good stuff. But at the end of the day, I did have 1 wild, and You know me, G, about the wild card. But that was all from the bot. That +4 bail was actually a blessing because I need some momentum. So gonna get that pack for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Got a
Sometimes people just.
Fun fact. Both of KT's wins have been 4 minutes. There you go.
That's a
There's
pretty
your
good
fun
stat.
random
Fair
fact.
enough. As the timer keeps lagging. But nonetheless, that's gonna be 2-3 KT. Kurtis, you did hear it from KT himself. Had all numbers on the start. Decided to drop the +6 on him and gave him some good ammo. When it comes to some of these larger card starts, it's like the +2s are kind of interesting. I'm not sure if we're gonna keep running the long starts. We have been so far, but overall, it's 3-2 now. You're definitely looking to get this game win here to make it 4-2. Gives you essentially 3 shots to get the game finisher here. Still have both power plays on the table. Do you possibly have like a game? You don't have to elaborate, but do you possibly have like a game plan specifically going into this game 6 here to maybe feel out rest of the series or get close to that game, the series victory, or are you just going with the usual Kurtis style with just see how it goes?
Probably just see how it goes. I'm good with the flow kind of guy. Then just use it whenever time is right, or if I want to use it. But we'll just see how it pans out, really.
All right, fair enough. Lamas, I mean, we've seen so far, we've had a lot of higher card starts here. I think the lowest we've gone is 9. And right now it's in a precarious situation for KT. He's down 3-2. This is going to be a very important game 6 coming up. What do both players think they're expecting here? And do you think we see any power plays here? Because we haven't seen any power plays so far.
Hard to say. I think it would be nice to see a low card start for once and maybe get an opportunity to use your power play if you get a good draw off of those low starts. But we're running low on high card starts, so someone's going to have to dip down into that territory. So it'll be interesting to see who does.
For sure. And on that note, I think we're going to go to game 6 here. I'll take the call again this time. KT can't pick 14, 13, or no, just 14 and 13.
That's-
How many cards?
12 pack, baby.
12. Yeah, KT is just keeps going one down here, so gonna be interesting to see how he goes with that. But yeah, keeps he's liking these high card starts, but gonna start it yellow 8 start things out here for game number 6. Yeah. Again, KT's just gonna play cool, yellow 5 here. Again, you gotta wonder what these draws are. Kurtis is saying no, he wants green 5. So early switch there. Didn't like it. And KT's gonna go with the double up here to take the preliminary lead. So, yeah. Gonna be interesting to see how Kurtis responds here. Just goes for the 1-up with the green 4. Again, this is a crucial game here. This could be a series maker. This 3-2 situation is precarious for both sides, so we'll definitely want to get the win here. KT's going to play the green 9, and Kurtis is loading up on something. And it's going to be a draw. So, Kurtis with the first draw of the game, runs out on green. KT's going to keep the green going, grows with the green 1. Kurtis might be looking for a switch here. But he does get the switch, blue 1. Not sure how KT's going to feel about that. Maybe he wanted to run green a little longer, but I would think blue's fine for him right now. No, he wants to go to yellow. I think are we going back to yellow? Yeah, we are going back to yellow here. Had the yellow start there, got switched off early, and Kurtis says no. He has the card efficiency here. He wants blue, and KT's just gonna comply and go with blue 2 with the 1-up. Good play there. Kurtis gonna multiply that by 2. Gonna go with blue 4. Yeah, KT still has the lead here, and yeah, we're really doing some multiplication here, adding it up. And Kurtis runs out on blue, so again, kind of going all over the place. Doesn't seem like this is panning out well for Kurtis so far. Again, another switch here. This could be playing into KT's hand. KT's getting lower and lower on the cards. Might be KT's game to lose here at this point. But is taken a bit. And gonna have to go with the power play here. Kurtis is gonna draw here. And that's gonna be game. Yeah. So that's gonna be 3-3 here. Kurtis is gonna draw. There it is. And yeah, quick game here. KT does not win it in 4 minutes. He wins it in 2 minutes. So let's place that in half there. KT, you used your first power play. You're down to 1. Want to maybe walk me through the process of deciding to use it now and maybe not later?
Yeah, you just need you still got 1. Remember, you still got 1 left. So I had nothing. I had once again no specials. So other than that 1 reverse, so I knew
You just had that skip.
Yeah, but nothing really like a +4, +2, or my favorite card in the deck, the Wild. So when you don't have that, sometimes you got to go and take a little gamble. I mean, what are you gonna do, man? You know, you sometimes got to bring it back. It hasn't been in my favor, but you keep fighting, and DJ's gonna keep fighting too. And it's been a hell of a series. You know, we're going to Game 7. It's the best of 3. Let's keep attacking, baby. That's how we do it.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But I also saw you had the number efficiency there to end it there. So had the red 7, and then swap to the green 7 there. So good use of the power play there to ensure that switch to ensure the game. But Kurtis 3-3, essentially a best of 3. I'm not really gonna ask in terms of what you're thinking, what you're feeling, because I think we know what the answer is gonna be. But when it comes to how this series has gone so far, how are you feeling about it, and what are you looking forward to in these potentially last 3 games?
If I were to be frank with you, I came in here thinking probably KT's probably going to demolish me, but I'm very happy I got 3 sets on me, so that's the big thing I want to take out of this so far. But still long series to go, right? So 3 more games, right? Best of 9, correct? So majority rules, and yeah, again on the cards, I just didn't have much there. That's just all there is to it. Just brilliant use of the power play. Can't really refute that. That's just being strategic. That's how it is. So yeah, 3 games to go. Happy I got 3. See if we can get more. If not, it is what it is,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in essence, also in terms of the power plays, KT did use his first one there, so he's down to 1. Kurtis still has both here as we go into Game 7. We'll give Lamas the call here for Kurtis for start Game 7 out.
All right. Well, if we would have stalled 2 more minutes, I would have said we hit the hour mark of Uno. So, how many cards, DJ? It can't be 9, 11, or 12.
Let's go with 8.
All right, I think that's the lowest we've seen so
There
far.
we go. Yes, the lowest.
Goes 1 up from the original start. And we're gonna get things going here in just a second. Interesting call here. Kurtis going with the 8, and it's gonna start with the red 3 here. But yeah. Starts with the red 9. Doesn't want to go too crazy to start out. Again, not lower card start, not the lowest, but on the lower end. And KT runs out red already. Kurtis has the red 0, so again, no switch there. Does Kurtis keep running red, or does he get a switch here? No, Kurtis runs out as well, so both run out at the same time here, and we got an early draw city. Interesting stuff.
There goes that.
Yeah. Kurtis gets the red 6 off the draw, gives a bit of a breather. Do we get a switch here, or do we keep going to draw city? We get a switch. And I am yawning. But gets green 6. Kurtis with the lead here. 9-6. Make it 8-6 here. KT with the green 7. Both trying to run. Kurtis cannot run green here, so that might be a 2-colored strategy, which is a bit of revealing early in the game. But KT with the green 0, great play there. I don't think we're gonna get a switch here, and we're gonna get a draw. Yeah. And KT draws on 0 again. I think one of those green 0s he might have got off the draw here, just wanted to wait it out. But again, we're going back in the draw city. KT has closed the gap a bit, but Kurtis definitely looking for something here. He has might be really good on the yellows and blues here, but when it comes to the greens and reds, just not really got anything. But yeah, drawing on green 0 here. I don't know if we're gonna get a color switch here. Gonna have to get a 0 off the draw here, which isn't common, but KT's gonna play the green 7 here. Might get a switch off this. Figure out no draw from Kurtis, doesn't have 7, and KT does not have either, so we're gonna keep the draw city going. Do have no water here because voice is a bit raspy, but anyways. 12 to 10. Kurtis is gonna go for the artificial switch with the wild yellow. That should break things. And he's going to get stopped on the wrist there. That's happened quite a few times to Kurtis here. Gets a +2, and KZ's just going to double up there. But yeah, Kurtis is going to run to yellow here. Is a 4-card gap here. KT runs out of yellow, so we might have really lopsided hands in terms of what colors both players want to run here. But I think Kurtis runs yellow for a while here, but he might be walking the minefield, and he gets blown up. But we're going to green here, going back to green. KT might be wanting a draw city again. And Kurtis does not have anything, so yeah, that's kind of the thing where you have the draw there, and that's a good number of efficiency there. KT's going back to blue. I believe this is the first time blue's been being played, so that is Pandora's box, I think. Yes, it is. So again, I think Kurtis is liking the blues and yellows here, but gotta wonder what KT's liking here because I don't think KT's liking the yellows a lot. Yeah, both players are probably gonna run this for a bit. We'll see how it goes. Kurtis runs out of blue. Now I'm really not sure what Kurtis has at this point. Might be a lot of yellows, but KT's gonna go for a run here. Down to 3. Down to 2. This could be game right here. And +4? +4. Yeah, that'll be game there. Yeah, KT really storming back here. 4 to 3 has won the last 3 straight. KT, I mean, I think the momentum's really swung on your side here. Having some solid runs here. Hasn't been a stressful series, but you have been able to get these switches here to kind of choke Kurtis out here in terms of the cards. But 1 game away, still got a power play left. You've definitely switched the momentum here. How are you feeling?
Well, sadly, gee, I looked in the mirror a couple days ago, and you know, I'm still a young guy, right? But I saw a little bit of gray hair, and I got 1. So it's just that esteemed gray hair coming into play, man. But no, realistically though, that series or that game, it's just, man, Cody can kind of test this. I'm just winning in 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's another 4-minute win.
It was very nice of you.
You're very
It's very
consistent.
nice of you to. It's very nice of you to drop in a 2-minute in between your 4-minute wins. It's very nice.
Very simply lovely.
He had to have the outlier in there, you know.
simply lovely, right? No, but no. At the end of the day, it's weird. I normally win. G, you know me. I usually win games 10, 15. It just hasn't been the series, man. It has not been the series to win 15 minutes. So we'll see how it goes, though. It's I'm up 4-3. A lot can happen for sure.
Absolutely. But Kurtis, I mean, you were up 3 to 1, and now it's and at this point now it's 4 to 3. Kind of things have kind of fallen out of control here a bit. Still got both power plays, but you are in a precarious situation. Got to win the next 2 to keep your hopes alive. What do you think you got to do to secure the last 2 games? And do you think it may be a possible switch up in how you play this out, or are you just gonna ride the same strategy till the end?
We'll see. Might change it up a bit. Might go get gambling, but I mean, I did that with Brock, though, to be fair. Did a bit of gambling, just to have fun, see how that'll work, or whether or not it'll work or not. So, might change it up. We'll have to wait and see. But not the end of the world.
I mean, yeah, for sure. We're gonna go to game 8 here. KT 1 win away here. Kurtis still has the the homestand though, trying to look to force this to a game 9. Kurtis, precarious situation. How many cards we're going with here? Can't do. I think it's 14, 13. Columbus has the numbers.
The same one. The same one. It's 9, 11, 12.
9, 11, 12. I was thinking of KT's. Anyways, no 9, 11, 12. What are you thinking?
Let's go pretty low. We'll go low again. I'm feeling it. You can go 7, right?
7. All right, we're going
Yeah.
1 down here. We're gonna do the original start. And Curtis is gonna join here. I'm also gonna have this tab open so the timer just stops lagging. And I think we're gonna be good to go here. And there we go. Game's underway, and we're starting with blue +2 here. This is interesting. I think when it comes to these lower card starts, I actually think the +2 start is really good if you have a +2. Curtis decides not to go for it though. Goes to just with blue 5. But yeah, he's gonna run blue 7 as well. Apologies. Curtis runs out of blue already, so only 1, and so does KT. So blue is cold off that draw there. No 7s either. So gonna be interesting to see what kind of hands both these players have for this game 7 here, this game 8 here. But got a bit of a draw city going early. And yeah, I'm just checking the stream here. Got another Uno draw. Yeah, it's seeming like that both players just wanted this draw so far. Kurtis is gonna go with the blue skip here. Does he have something to switch out? Yes, he does. He has the red skip there. He's gonna break it out. We're gonna bail out both players here, and should close it. No, he's gonna keep it running. Goes to the red reverse here. Some early ammo, but yeah, a lot of ammo. That's 4. Goes to yellow now. Very long run here, and closes out with a yellow 3. So Kurtis is down to 4 off that. So big play there. No draws, no +2s in there though. So KT still got the same amount of cards he had, which could be a good or bad thing. Yeah, KT taking a bit. Gonna play a yellow skip here. Might get a switch of his own here. But after that draw, say we were having a lot of ammo here, and he gets the +2 there. Gets another +2. That's gonna be +6. And that's gonna be a 4-bagger to end it. And Kurtis goes from 4 to 10. So bit of a flip there. Yeah, Kurtis kind of in a bit of a weird situation. He switches right back to the yellow there. KT might not like that. But he is able to run it. Is able to run it for now. But I think Kurtis wants to run this yellow here for the 8. KT is able to has the double 8s there, so might have wanted to come back here, but we'll see how this goes for KT. And yeah, he runs out. I don't think KT. I think overall long term, I don't think KT liked that switch here. But Kurtis looking to keep running yellow, and he goes to blue. That's an interesting call. KT draws on blue. That was a really quick draw though, so I am curious if that was just going to be a draw no matter what, or if that's just how it went. And Kurtis starts on the +2 right away. This could be a double up, or it could be a run. Looks like it's going to be a run here. Looking to get something to the finish. Not quite there yet, but blue 9. He's going to get close there. KT, still nothing on blue. Does Kurtis have a way to run blue? But he has a way to switch the green. That's for sure. But yeah, Kurtis kind of going low on cards here. KT's going to get the red skip. And it goes to red. Haven't seen red in a while. Interesting play here. Red 4. And Kurtis draws here. Does not have it. What's down to 2, but KT's going to run this red here. And I think the win condition is pretty set for KT. Kurtis still has both power plays on the table, and he's going to keep drawing. Yeah, and notice switch the green 8 here. It's going to put KT down to 3 here. Kurtis looking to try to do something here to stop this, but it's green 1 right there. Green 5, KT's just kind of running at this point. Down to 2. Is this game? Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Uses his last power play, and down to 0. That's going to be Uno.
Okay, man.
I'm
Good
pretty
game.
sure that's it. Yeah. Kurtis is going to have to draw here, and that's going to be it.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
has green to the end here. That's going to be 5-3. KT wins 4 straight to make it to Elite 8.
I was actually gonna use mine, but he beat me to it.
It's your 4-minute.
Another 4 minutes.
I was
Let's
gonna
go.
use my power play, but KT beat me to it, so
Yeah,
that's good.
kind of unfortunate how that goes, but KT wins 5-3. Kurtis has both power plays left on the table. Kind of got to wonder, be a big what if there. Had a 3-1 lead and just kind of lost it. KT, you're in the Elite 8. Probably, I would assume you're feeling good after that one. What are your thoughts going into it? This is, I think your 4th Elite 8, if I'm not mistaken.
5th, I think. 6th, 4th, or 5th.
I don't know. I don't think it's the 5th.
TJ, though. Regardless, I've been in so many of these situations, G, and I think today a lot of people will look at this game and say, "Oh, KT, you can only win over 10 minutes." Well, that proved that theory wrong.
You could only win on 4 minutes.
I won 2 minutes, but
1 on 2, 1 on 2.
I feel like the first couple games, DJ was just having my number, and I learned a lot on how to use the color efficiency right there. And what the difference of the game was, I saved my greens, and I just had to try to make something work. I didn't get any wild cards or anything. Just had to use the +2s efficiently, but you know what? At the end of the day, DJ, he's a great player, man. He's going to look at this and say, you know what? I took Brock and he got the win there. He took me to the limit. He made me sweat. And I think he's got a lot to look forward to. Obviously, the Uno callouts, I had to use all my experience there just to time it. But great series, man. Always a pleasure, DJ. Much respect, brother. Let's give it to you.
No doubt. I think I was gonna use my power play because I'll tell you what cards I had left actually if I had used it, but you beat me to it. I was gonna use I had a wild +4 and a wild, so I was gonna.
Ooh.
Look at those.
So
look at that.
I was gonna be really freaking fast with that, but you beat me to the punch in that, so it would have made at least to a game 9, but we couldn't quite do that. So it is what it is, though. But I'm just trying to get. It's just on me trying to get more familiar with the game, even though I know I played it for a good bit. It's just still like getting used to the Uno calls and power play usage. I think after seeing you play it though, getting first hand on that, it's gonna be like a pretty good mindset on how to use it now. So I think it's pretty helpful. But no, it's a pretty good game. I know I've choked with the 3-1. That's always seems to be a commonality here, right? A 3-1 kind of advantage.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. No, not a big deal though.
I mean, if you had the +4, I'm just gonna jump in. If you had the +4 in the wild, you probably could have power played before you played the green 6 and maybe get the win there if you were down to 2. But
yeah, it's just me trying to figure out the power play a little bit better. That's just on me trying to be a bit more vigilant with that. But it's just you learn through experience, and when I haven't really played like against. No, everybody's pretty good. It's just like when you're at the level like KT is at, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a good eye opener, right? On like how they play, so it's just I got a pretty good idea, and whether it's still pretty fun. I was just honestly just that the match against Brock was already like a high as is, so just even getting through in KT is already I'd say pretty good in my book. So maybe we'll get more if I battle him again. We'll see.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, KT is going to win it 5-3. We're going to bring it over to the bracket pod here, not updated, but KT's going to make it to Elite 8. He's going to be waiting tonight to see who wins between Carson and Brad Age. He'll face the winner of that into Elite 8 as we'll bring it back to the matches also. So KT's going to win it in a 5-3. Kurtis had the lead early, but KT was able to really make it to Elite 8 for his 4th time. I do have confirmation now this is a 4th time in Elite 8. And got a bit of a break into the day, got a bit midday break, but we'll be back at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel. And we'll have Avion versus Austin LaPlante, lowest seed so far in this tournament. probably if you add those two seed numbers together, probably the highest seeded matchup maybe in MRE history. If we're excluding like the earlier days where everyone was just like every seed's like 1 through like 32, but that's going to be an interesting one to see. And then 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I said before the start of the stream, we got Novice Trauma. That's going to be a good game to watch. And again, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll close out the Sweet 16. We'll also find out who KT's opponent's going to be in the next round, and that'll be Carson versus Brad H. So make sure you check that out. We got some great action going on later tonight. Unfortunately, I will not be there for any of it, as I'm going to be having a flight. But we'll have KT taking over the broadcast there, so hopefully that'll be a good one. All right, we're gonna probably get things wrapped up here. From my commentator Lamas, any final thoughts on this game? And do you think this played out exactly how you thought it was gonna go, or maybe it was a little different from what you were thinking?
Actually, I think it played out very well. Like I said at the beginning, it was just a good battle. It started off a little weird in the first 2 games, but I think once Game 3 kind of settled in, it definitely felt a little fair both ways. And like KT said, he can now win in low number times. So there you go. We'll see if that can continue for him.
I mean, for sure, you gotta watch out for that 4-minute mark when it comes to these series, because it seems like KT is a different beast when a series hits 4 minutes. So if you kind of get out of that 4-minute range, could be in a good spot. But anyways, that's not fully serious comment. But anyways, I'm G-Man. This has been MRE Uno March Madness. For my co-commentators and everyone else in the call, thank you so much for watching. We will see you later tonight at 7:30 p.m. With Avion versus Austin LaPlante. Until then, we will catch you in the next one, and have a great day, everyone.